Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country, and kind of an unexpected Let's Try. Now, I'm not ready to start the vote this week, I'll probably start that next week. However, I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and it's been kind of in my back inventory of games. You know how you get like 20 games that are really cheap at one point, and then you swear you're going to play them sometime. So this time around, I want to give it a try, and I'm taking it with me. Now, this is The Forgotten City. It started off actually as an extended mod for Oblivion that made an entirely new story about, well, essentially kind of a combination of time travel and cosmic horror. So I thought I'd give it a try, and you want to come along, you can come along with me. Now, this is not actually a voting option unless I get some really heavy comments for it in the comments down below, where I did my usual 5, but if it obsesses you as much as the concept obsessed me when I first heard about it and kind of played a little bit of the original, I thought, it would be kind of fun. So let's dive into The Forgotten City. Now, first of all, the fucking graphics are awesome. You got to admit that. Second of all, spoiler alert. Yes, according to the right, the content creators the message on the right, the content creators want me to officially give you a spoiler that once you go beyond what's called the white hallway portion of the game, they don't want you to, if you're intending on playing the game, you should probably stop the playthrough at that point right there. Technically, I should be doing that spoiler for every single game, but, here we are. In any case, I've also jacked up the sound a little in the background, simply because last time we did this, I was told my settings were a bit low. Hopefully this will help. But, in any case, let's dive right into The Forgotten City. No difficulty settings, I hope, because I think we missed those entirely. Alright. Game can record people over 4 years. The support allows us to continue what we're doing. Greatly grateful. Yeah, it was pretty much crowdfunded. Yes, both cats are in the recording booth. Mystery adventure, multiple endings. It rewards thorough conversation, exploration, not brute force. Take your time. I didn't actually get the third one, but present day. Present day Skyrim or present day Earth. That's kind of a big thing. Okay, we got jeans on, so standard. And we're playing canonically female.
Hey!
No, wait, no.
You're
that's
alive!
not us.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up.
Oh,
I checked your pockets for ID. A phone, maybe? I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
How do I know you haven't freaking, kidnapped me? Oh, I like this. We'll go with male. Skin tone. We're only going to see our hands, and honestly, kind of looks like a tin. Okay, so player, Fantastic Worlds. Yeah, I'm a streamer. All right, save choices and continue.
Well,
I actually
it's nice
misspelled.
to meet you, and I'm sorry to pry.
I think I misspelled the name there.
Any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Ancient ruins, covert mission, run the law. I barely remember anything. Okay, whoa. The military issued firearm are only 10 bullets, so I'll have to use them to judiciously. There's no way to get more. Your time in the running authority makes you quick on your feet. You're 25%. Ancient ruins. I'm gonna go with this one because let's start. This is going to be a more cerebral one.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
The hell?
He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse.
Okay.
I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him?
All right.
If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
All right. Yeah, a couple things here. First of all, I kind of wonder whether we actually were drowning or she just stuck us with some drugs to give us amnesia and then send us after. I mean, Al was just the last person to do so. Second, also, I'm pretty sure I would have had a wallet and phone, so odds are she's stolen them. Yeah, sus as hell. She's a serial killer. We're the next victim. She's playing her twisted game here.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Aha, ha. I'm calling it. She's Charon. She's like the ferryman of the dead, and we just pulled us out of the river Styx to do one last job. Even got the hood.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
All those Karen memes have really ruined that name, huh?
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Okay, so that's the thing, by the way. Charon. Yeah, the ferryman of the dead. Sorry to spoil that, but it's just too obvious to me.
Oh, there's not much to tell. Oh, all right, fine.
Okay, so sometimes you're going to notice, by the way, that...
Look, if you really want to know all the tragic details...
Okay, so let's do that again, which I
there's
kind of
not
appreciate
much to
being able to
tell.
do so.
Oh, look, if you really want to know...
Alright, so, yeah. Ferryman of the Dead, what I really want to do is I want to...
there's not much to... Oh, all right.
Thank you for saving my life. Now, if this is actually a death god, this is going to get an awkward response.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other.
Yeah, this is a little odd.
I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Oh, those eyes freak me out. Okay, so if a ferryman or ferrywoman of the dead, fairy person, I guess, got a little psycho and decided to keep a couple for herself, yeah, I think this would kind of go like this. You know, she starts off with the amnesia, then the brainwashing. Next thing you know, she's calling you a Cerberus, and you're wearing a collar. Anyways, yeah. Okay, that's like 4% of the viewers there. That isn't a bad ending. Okay.
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Then why aren't you speaking Italian?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
This is... the hell?
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Soul. Not person, soul.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
The hell?
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Inventory? Alright. Whoops, wrong button. Good for Into the Ruins. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, so you notice, any of you who played Skyrim are going to notice that it looks, the interface is identical. Yeah. Sure. Karen.
Back already? What's up? Oh, of course. What did you want to know?
I didn't think there was anything
He's
else.
the guy
We just
who
wanted
walked
to
up.
check.
And any...
Okay.
Great.
I'm going now.
Thanks again.
Yeah. What was that? I wanted some damn salmon, although being the food of the dead and all that, probably. Yeah, if you're ever in a weird place where you're not sure if you're not actually, in reality itself or anything like that, just Don't eat or drink anything. Don't make any promises. Don't swear any oaths. And, you know, don't just stay quiet and silently look for the exit. That's about your best hope. Alright, so, right. Graphics are great. Feeling a little... I'm feeling Skyrim-ish. You know, maybe one day I'll just do Skyrim as, like, it doesn't really... So much of it lit by Al. No. We've already determined. It was great. Somebody determined that if the person who runs ahead of you and all manages to turn on all these torches, he got to be some hell of stealth person, you know, and obsessed with fire. Okay. Yeah, fishing's probably good. Well, Charon there managed to do so. But again, food of the dead. Let's see. Yeah, we do have crouch. And I have a stealth indicator. Wow. Yeah, if you played Skyrim, you don't need any introduction to this place. But yeah, technically started off as a mod. Now it's a standalone, and it has permission, obviously, since it was published regularly. The creators of Skyrim just love what they did with it. Alright. Old backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. I think value here is so strange that Al left it behind. The thing is, I'm not really sure if sometimes you're going to get something that you can pick up or find an interesting detail if you examine it. Yeah, just, you know me. Progress is how you miss all the good stuff. And it looks like we're getting railroaded here. Alright,
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground.
I kind of go...
Its existence
Al?
is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Okay, so
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time?
Probably not.
Could people have survived down there, against the odds?
On what? Mushrooms?
It seems there's only one way to find out.
Alright, Al, seriously.
If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation.
Yeah, the whole underworld thing.
A warning.
Yeah, the whole underworld thing is getting a little
Alworth.
strong here. Alworth? Really? Alright. Symbolism's getting a bit much. I mean, it's probably a reference to some god of dead judgment. What? Hey! God damn you all. Yeah, this is definitely underworldy. But yeah, Poseidon, by the way. Hey, I wanted to check out what's on the wall first. Oh god, trapdoors. How? Oh wait. Oxygen meter. Doesn't go down very fast, so... Hey. This is... I do like, apparently the flashlight is waterproof. That's appreciated. Because apparently we're using underwater, because water doesn't usually light up like that. Alright, great, Al. Now I'm going to die down here starving. I'm sorry, I'm already dead. Apparently I still have to breathe, though. I wonder if that's more of like a reflex. Maybe like when the recently dead are always worried about, you know, breathing or eating or, you know, taxes occasionally. I mean... Benjamin Franklin said that taxes and death were inevitable, but, you know, one lasts rather the other. And once you do the first one, you don't have to worry about the second one anymore. Alright. Alright, we know Latin. Always remember they're watching. This is... Yeah, Al's a bit much into the conspiracy theories, and unfortunately it seems to be right. Okay, cool. You still... Alright. Wait. Did you... move? Are you a weeping angel? Yeah, you're a weeping angel. Great, great. Weeping angels. Weeping angels! Oh, for God's sakes. Ain't Fantastic Worlds. Kind of just doing this for a little fun. I already feel, you know... Okay, great, great, great. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thanks. No, we were doing fine. I mean, okay, so if we don't actually have a, oh, good lord. That is actual... It has to be gold. Only gold will last this long untouched. And already I'm feeling like I'm failing. It's just wanting that gold. Alright, cool. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Inspect. You can... Wait, wait, wait. godlike figure turning a man into gold. Ah, Midas. Midas, who wished for everything he touched turned to gold, and then, you know, couldn't eat, touched his daughter, wiped out his entire thing, begged the gods to take it away and undo everything, and they did. And he learned wisdom of not being greedy. Theoretically. The hell? A Roman gladiator amidst strides. I could make a gladiator flee. Many things. How about a way out? Gladiators didn't fight because they wanted to. They fight because their masters forced them to. Come on. Oh, I do like it. Swinging doors. Alright, come on. Alright. Statues are moving. Great. Okay. Don't let them touch you. They send you back in time or turn you to dust or something. It's kind of odd, but this Weeping Angel mythology in Doctor Who just seems to keep changing as people want it to change. Originally, they couldn't move if you're looking because they're quantum locked, and then it turned out you could just, you know, make them think. You could see them if you were blind, and they'd stop, even though that like violated that. And then you started being able to just kill people or turn them into dust, or working for renegade Time Lords. I mean, it got really silly at one point. I mean, I love the 13th Doctor, but her Weeping Angel episode was just all over the place. And it was combined with the miniseries at the end there. I mean, if you did she should have just, that particular episode of that series should have been standalone, and it should, because then you can find a better ending for it. But it is good. It showed how cruel they are, how pointlessly and utterly cruel. Why do you build underground cities, by the way? Why? What's down here? I mean, if you want a mine, build a mine, but if you're seriously just trying to bunk down here, just give me a reason why. Praying for help never came. Because I just started the game? Because Charon sent me down here? You know, that's actually kind of interesting thought, by the way. Charon, these people are frozen and they can't die, so a goddess of death has sent us down here, probably pulling us out from wherever we died, in order to be able to undo this. This, of course, being probably a routine thing. The hell? It's actually an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be Al, but how is it possible? Okay. Great. So now we're the next one.
Whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this.
Wait, what?
And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back.
Yeah, it's the underworld.
There are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
So time loop.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Quitter. There's the content warning. I swear, I'm just gonna have to start using that constantly, because, like, suicide shows up in all the Cosmic Horror games. If Cthulhu wants me dead, he has to eat me himself. In a state of panic. Alright, so we got a time portal. Time and death are intimately linked. Just checking to see how far we're allowed to go off the rails. Huh. Alright. Back to... Right, okay. Oh, I bet you're Karen. Bet you're Karen. Just, no. Give me a moment. The Whispering Ghosts do not get to have a vote in what I'm doing. No. I'm a minute to begging for mercy. Alright, let's get this plot kicked off and see what happens. You died a long time ago. Interesting, though. Al turned to the gold and you didn't. You just die here? Or just... You know, I don't... Oof, gods. By the way, yes, technically, time portals are part of Lovecraftian knowledge. The Shadow Over Time about mental time travel, and the really obscure and not very good short story He has a literal time portal in which the indigenous people of New York kill a sorcerer for stealing their land by utilizing the time portal that he himself set up. I think it's a strange one. It's also the dream world travels, which could be set to a mythic. Ah, God, singularities. Do 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 do. I'd use the actual music, but Vader? Oh, I guess we're mashing up the genres here. Vader has the TARDIS. Bad. Bad. Alright. For 7 or 8 of you out there just came for the fanfic concept. Let me know about it. Anyways. I guess it's a tutorial. Alright. You know, the fact that this is the second time I've had a mythical time travel experiment. The first one actually had Egyptian TARDISes. Alright. Between 2 killer portal and 2 women. I wonder who they could be. Don't know, but... Alright, so we're in the past. And we're no DeLorean or TARDIS to be found. So, yeah, that was... Oh, hi. Cutscene power.
Salve, friend.
That means hello.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Proserpina! I know that one. Goddess of Victory. I'm Fanstatic Worlds. There we go. I'm from the future! Wait, why are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange.
Okay, English hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
Shrine of Proserpina?
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you?
Okay.
And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more
Yes.
time. Who are you and what were you doing in that shrine?
I'm just
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit...
got touched.
Not right in the head?
Ah,
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
no judgments. Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome.
Oh, I don't know how that translates.
Which part of the empire are you from, exactly?
Ah, there we go.
CE? No idea
Common
what
era.
you're talking about.
Some of you...
But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Oh, we're in a cult.
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule. And the punishment for breaking it's... well, it's kind of horrific.
Great.
But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Yeah, let's just go with the script here.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Why are we here?
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who
Politics.
has voted out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Alright, factionalism has started.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it, and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say.
Devoted to Venus?
Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Shades.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
Don't steal. You give me a second here. I'll be right back. Don't steal. Don't hurt anyone. Don't do graffiti. Apparently.
Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the Forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo.
Healing
Most of us
prophecy.
have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since.
So.
And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Classism. 23 of you.
You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the...
Yeah.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
All right.
You better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
Okay.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
Yeah. Might turn to a Jedi.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
23 people, and they have freaking classism. It's stuck in human minds. I swear. All right. What's this all about, officer?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
All right, let's go.
Follow me.
I'll go along the
The thing
officer.
you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me
There we
see
go.
if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Decimation.
Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective.
That
We call it
actually happened.
decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Yeah, but there's stuff to do around here. Okay, so yeah, basically any one person does anything wrong. So it's every time you get close to a statue they start whispering. We are here because the plot says so. Alright, let's go talk to...
Whatever are you wearing?
nothing, apparently.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop
I already
letting
don't like you.
barbarians in here. What do you want? I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that? Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs.
Screw your
Now,
customs.
remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Because they scripted it into.
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too.
Plot.
Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
I wonder how mouth breather comes out in Latin.
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime?
Accident.
Was she snatched away by the harpy?
Plot me, baby.
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone.
She eloped.
That's it. I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping
23
his
of you.
identity a secret, even from me.
Alright, so... Crazy thought. I used 23 of you. Haven't seen any kids. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. Inbreeding. Alright. No.
I think so, yes.
Why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Okay, so the reason why that is, of course, is because any man wants to make sure their kid is his. This, after all, is a patriarchal society, much like the one we're currently living in. And the obsession with monogamy is usually to ensure that the father knows that the kids are his, because gene greediness and all that. Because obviously the woman doesn't have the same issue. But this is where it all started. A lot of the customs you think of as Western are actually Roman, because they're the ones that kind of codified it. And they codified it from the Greeks, of course, but Greeks are kind of a little sloppier about it since they only had like city-states. Rome had an empire. Their customs became the bedrock of everybody else's customs. And some people, especially those on the far right, think that's a great thing. And some of us think that we really should be, you know, decolonizing Rome, as it were. Let the customs of the past stay in the past.
I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Odds are... Alright, I only know, like, one other guy. I can't say it's him, but, you know.
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market.
Yeah, you know, even the game knows it.
His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she's affectionately known as Sentilla.
This all seems... Yeah, I mean, I don't have to say anything about that. I mean, they are literally called patriarchs. The heads of the family, the paternus familis, which basically means that the father owns the family. Which is, in a lot of ways, still at least the unspoken custom among most Western-based, and, well, for that matter, Asian civilizations.
Why? Because I'm on this couch and not pacing about the villa, wasting energy? I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
I got no idea.
Oh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again. Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you?
Well, we blew that. Alright, let's... Can we steal the food? Damn it. I'm feeling like so Skyrim and I can't steal food and make potions. God damn it. Unpleasant with poor ventilation, but the patriarchs probably thought that was their servants' fault. So great, their servants get black lungs so they can get their meat cooked the right way. Okay, are you like the possessed statues? That's funny. I mean, it would make sense that if people get turned to gold for, like, crimes and such, that after a while you get so bored of looking at them that you just put them up on a pedestal, put a garden around them. God damn it. I mean, even with being in such a primitive and underground zone... Ooh, ink jar. Ceramic ink jar. Ink here so you made some soot and water. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. The brass and polish and rudimentary should be used for applying makeup. Alright. You know, if they rotate, eventually it's going to have to be used. Rudimentary platform. Yeah, you've done your work, guys. You really have. All of this stuff is period appropriate, as it were. Even the murals. As you can see. Although it's a bit of a cut and print thing. Alright, cut and paste. Ooh, 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 ooh. No. We've kind of learned...
My room. Leave before I call Horatius.
The other one is your sister's room. Got it. Alright, we'll be back. Oh, quick. Diary, keeping myself occupied with keep dealing with the sudden disappearance of my sister. Dutiful Laura, show the following pages consider my innermost secrets. I know what you're doing right reading this, Father. I will be young and stupid. We're entitled to our secrets. Sentia. I like it. Alright, leave that. Yeah, okay. I'll be out of here in a moment. It's a video game. It's supposed to be wandering around. Checking out everybody else's dark secrets. Alright, so... I'll be waiting a moment. Not touching it. Alright. Gratitude for Sentius adopting your Centilia to Sentius. May Jupiter Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making your daughter, and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise to wear it always. So Centilia is an adopted daughter. So I'm still thinking that we've got some definite... how do I put this? We've got some definite sus from the sister. she could have disposed of her. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you, my father, and Cynthia as my sister. I sent you as apprehensive about the election next month, but I know you can show them you're a strong and dependable man. I know you'll be reelected. Why is there an election issue here? You're a tyrant. You have the only guy with... Ooh, because you can't actually force your will on people. Small house around where ancient Romans daily protection. Yep, and that's the household gods in the back there. Alright. Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment, dude. I'm the protagonist. We're in a time loop. I get to do stuff. Alright. Alright, let's talk, dude. I like the outfit. Ugh!
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Fantastic Worlds.
A curious name. To match a curious accent.
I'm from Keltia.
But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning.
Okay, so that's
We're
from the
always happy to
archaeologist.
welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains.
That's
maybe
Lovecraftian.
hundreds of years ago.
Beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community
7
we've
months.
built here over the last 7 months.
Well, so I have no kids.
22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise.
That's a cult.
And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Let's be nice.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Well, that's a bit
You
extreme.
see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From
Which
what
one?
we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods.
Yeah, but what's a sin?
And provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden.
Well, that's irony.
It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here.
What?
All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now?
Right.
Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured.
Well, we have
I
a
know
plot.
That's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Alright, Prosivia is a weird one to be doing this, but let's remember all those underworld imagery, like Charon, and the fact that a goddess of spring is also the goddess of the underworld, Persephone. Who has many attributes, including... Oh, these are good. Alright, that's the first one.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks.
How did you all
here.
get here?
Does it refer to crimes or to
Oh,
some
hello,
other
Mrs. Hudson.
ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder.
So why have property?
Beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before
You
seen.
assumed, then.
And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome.
Right.
It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
I have theories. Yeah, we're going with this one. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. What if your legal isn't always moral and many of your laws and customs are because of barbaric where I'm from?
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing
Yeah,
force
colonizing.
in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers.
And a lot of dead indigenous
We
people.
have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea.
Oh, God.
All our citizens
had this
are
debate.
treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same?
That's not historical.
When people are starving, they are given food rations. And when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on.
Yeah.
No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
I have had this debate, okay? We're gonna have a little fun with this.
On occasion. But our gladiators are
No.
almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Well, I do, actually, because, you know, what happens is that you establish the concept of blood, of people's lives being disposal of entertainment. You're going to expand that. Now, and I also happen to know, by the way, it's because I know a bit of history, the forms of executions done by the Romans for entertainment on prisoners were horrific, as in, like, using Rube Goldberg, like, Saw class type, because you probably know that better, traps on executing prisoners. They actually have them competing with a seesaw to see which one of them would die first from hanging. I mean, it's throwing people to lions. It ain't civilization, dude. It's just condensing all the blood into one spot.
Of course, but with fewer rights come
Yeah.
fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
I don't think I need to say anything about that one.
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half
No,
of the-
actually.
It's hard to blame the people for being angry about
Yeah. A religious minority that's been accused is used as a scapegoat for somebody else's sin. Hey, have we seen that one before? Yeah, the Holocaust is as much as from Roman, the descent from Roman civility as any positive attribute anybody wants to talk about. You know, I didn't actually even want this to get political, but hey, well, the people who wrote this certainly did. All right, slaves.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Oh, really? Who enforces those? Right, the people who own them. So, no, I can't imagine it's great. Collective punishment.
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion. Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies. in the shadows.
View of the revolutions.
I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past.
Back to the future!
So you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine. I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
Do the genes give it away? 2,000 years in the future.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see?
In 2,000 years, you're all dead.
What had become of us? Of this city? I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions.
Uh-huh.
I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal.
Right, human sacrifice wasn't big in Rome.
In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
Did you not do the ritual yet?
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask.
Look.
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough. I kind of did that with your daughter already. Yeah, I'm gonna get better at that, but fortunately the time travel mechanism will mean that we can pop back in if we screw up and do it from the top. We'll remember what happens, but they won't, which is why Al went completely mad. Also, Karen, honestly, I think it's kind of funny. It would be logical that Karen could do so, and as a god, they can appear in any form they want to, regardless of gender.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is?
Yeah, but usually I reboot.
What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
You don't have any idea, do you?
So you know about that already. It's a devastating loss, of course, but that was over 3 weeks ago, and whatever happened to her, it didn't break the
Sus, though.
golden rule. So I don't think it's connected with our imminent demise. Still, if you happen to find her and return her to me, I would be eternally grateful. Well, all right.
Let's be
There
nice.
are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda.
Sounds interesting.
Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Okay. What was the People's Judea's Front? Was that what the Monty Python Life of Brian film was? What have the Romans ever done for us? Laws, sewage, bread ration. Yeah, but besides all that. Alright, but the thing is, I'm not actually big on that sort of thing. The idea that civilization can only come from one singular culture and must be imposed as a monoculture is still... We're still fucking arguing with this today. Russia is invading Ukraine, demanding that they conform to Russian styles of living, which is pretty crappy these days. And, you know, China wants Taiwan back because they think it's part of their nationalistic historical empire. Let's not even get into Western Europe. But, yeah. Still dealing with this.
If I understand Prosepina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here.
Ah, paradox.
Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Oh, God. Okay.
Good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
All right. Yeah, I'm in. Remember, we just came off of the noir story of the Sinking City, and right backward to mysterious plots and cosmic horror and magic, and me being my usual self, which is I promise to help everybody and then decide what's the best for me.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it will win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Apparently I can tell him that sentient.
And one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Jesus, man, are you like Batman? I mean, do you have like cameras everywhere? Because you know I came in the shrine. Bro, does he just stand up here and have like a... Do they have spy glasses at this point? And just look around? Oh, get right on it. Alright, so we have a plot. Alright, so... Okay, I have an inventory. Wow. Okay. Denarius. I have a single coin. Okay, cool. Got like cash, I suppose. Let's see, golden rule completed. Okay, let's do dying gasp. All right, let's just go. Since this is our first point in the timeline, we're gonna go with the regular plot for now. All right, let's go see if you've changed your tune at all. Oh, good. You have the...
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get out, you horrid barbarian!
You know, I might just finger you for the fun of it. Anyways, remember, I'm usually into it for what's for me.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Oh, God. Let's talk to him.
What now?
Did they improve the AI for this train round?
I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me...
So mostly you just glare at people.
I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others. And making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was
12
all
years in
over.
the Legion.
Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it.
Okay.
My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
If we are alive. Thinking that we all may be dead. Also, if you were wearing that armor when you went there, you were no way in hell that you naturally floated down the river.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. That
Stoic.
said, Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
You had a sweep for her.
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stuff.
That's an actual
Lives
philosophy.
by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you.
I like it.
Can't ask for much more than that.
True. Stoicism is actually an ancient religion, but I believe Seneca the Younger was a major participant in it, or perhaps writer for it. I'd have to look it up to be sure. But it is kind of like that way of the warrior mentality that has sort of come up through a bunch of warrior cultures in which duty and honor are that, and reciprocal behavior. What the inferior owes the superior, and the superior owes the inferior in any relationship.
I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger, if you're interested.
I'll probably have to look it up later.
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
No problem, because like by tomorrow we'll all be dead, or I'm back in my own time. Got it. Aurelia, Claudia, Decius, Domitus, Dulcius, Equita, Vestal Priestess. Ooh. Slum. Unable to work. Imprisoned in warehouse? What the? This guard, I mean, claims no way out. Aurelia is a tavern keeper. Patricia, well, besides, you know, not dying. The suicide count? Fabia, common baker, slum. Why do you have a slum? Jesus Christ, you're not overcrowded. Gorge for scrap. Died in cistern. Notes disappeared. Carabasha, Julia, malicious. Yeah, we're gonna definitely need all of this. Missing. Restricted to her villa for stage. Increasingly agitated. Alright. Cool. I'm keeping this. Villa, debt bondsman. Ooh, debt slavery, yeah. If you run into if you have too much money, you have to sell yourself into slavery and work it off. Damn. Alright, we're taking this thing. Thanks.
Of course.
But I'm not gonna be.
Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works.
It does.
If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like 100-eyed Argus, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check.
It depends on how you look at it.
Brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it.
I want his opinion first. We can come back and do that.
What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep. But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it. So railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides.
And yet, we stopped doing
Seneca
it.
the Younger wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing."
There's assets. I'm going to try the collective punishment one now.
A war crime. Isn't that a contradiction in terms? As Cicero said, in times of war the law falls silent.
Yeah, this is the Iron Age, baby.
Seems that way. War crimes. Ridiculous.
Okay.
If you like. Not that it's any of your business. But my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius.
Of course.
Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery...
Jesus Christ, 23 of you and you have freaking politics.
The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
Right, we can't even do political assassination.
I appreciate the thought. But you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess.
Vestal Priestess.
She'll be overseeing proceedings.
I'm not going to try to explain these things, because apparently the devs are doing it pretty well. Good lord, look at all this plot.
Alright?
Alright, cool, let's go plot. Shrine of Apollo, let's go. God damn, no quick travel.
Citizen?
Technically, I haven't I'm not paying taxes, so... How do they do this? No, so there's a little crack up there that lets in the sunlight, so you get a limited amount of growth. Alright, so... Oh, right. Those other instincts coming back. If I stop and talk to everyone... Really? Holy crap. So the UI is actually divine, which Prospina's intervention. A little crowded, but not bad. Uh-oh. Hi. Ooh. Well, we got to remember that the Roman Empire was highly diverse. racial equality, I think, would be going too far. Romans, like any imperialistic culture, consider themselves to be above everyone else.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess.
22.
I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
I and J, okay. By the way, it would be Julia in modern days.
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that.
Capitalism.
And he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule.
Right.
So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Well, if you got the snake to do it,
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead,
Probably not.
there's really just one thing you can do.
I think we're all dead anyways.
Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule
I
will
like the
stop me
translator.
from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
So she's like a nurse that's been forced to take a doctor's role.
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer.
Ah, yeah.
I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
Karen. Let's be nice.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me.
Nah, we're having
And
it.
while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
All right. So one of the other things to see is that, yeah, you're getting an entirely different view of Rome from the patriarch up this hill, aren't you? Because the only thing that they care about is taxes come in and everything seems all right. As long as the bad operators make a dull roar, keep it below a dull roar, they can get away with what they want. Anybody who's disadvantaged, like say a woman, for example, there are more laws to protect women, except of course the Roman way was of course the loose morals. See, if you've seen some older films that were based on Roman times, you'll notice that they play up the lasciviousness and the lustiness of it all. For it's not entirely just for dramatic purposes. It's also for the fact that, yeah, as Rome became more powerful, more corrupt, became looser in morals. And that, of course, meant the Republic decayed into the Empire, and the Empire decayed into nothing. History is a flat circle.
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease.
Wow,
but
really?
the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo
Well,
for healing
physicians
kind of
were
makes sense.
under Apollo.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them.
Well, you can.
And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know
Oh, dear
about
gods.
it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling
Oh,
problem.
God, the side
a
quest.
real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain. I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary.
Magistrate?
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means.
Right.
I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Well, I guess we'll be doing that too.
Thanks, I suppose.
They got a treatment for rheumatism.
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Western healthcare. Don't get sick or injured.
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia.
Maybe Cthulhu got
But
bored.
snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands. Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal.
Okay, so we're crazy.
There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Cosmic horror, everyone.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too, until she suddenly lost all interest
Okay,
in
so
us. This changed and then she's been gone. But
Get rid of this loop. Alright, go on.
I just...
Alright.
Really?
Okay, well that actually stops us from conversation.
Feeling all right?
No.
Sure. What do you want to know? Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
It's just a thing. Technically can't be the case if that would set up the golden rule, because the time portal is designed to bring us into the point where we can change things.
Hemlock, I believe.
How the hell did you get that around here?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave
the bad
Malolas'
guy.
villa, and they are quite secretive. Gladly.
Alright.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night.
You already said you suck at this sort of thing. Alright, so, yeah. Barbaric looking medical implements, forceps and shears. I think I'd rather bleed out. Yeah. Oh, mortal and pestle. Yeah, God, I miss my alchemy. Putting the various dried and ground substances. Oh, yeah, what happens is that compared to the regular game, begging God to, large statue of Apollo, the room give disease and healing, among other things, as well as music, as you can tell from
May
my
Apollo
prophecy.
keep you safe.
Yeah, actually creeps me out a little. Put some pants on, dude. Where the hell are we going next, anyways? Oh, we have time, too. Which, of course, that would be expected, being Skyrim-based. Let's see what we have. Alright, thorn in the paw. Find rheumatism behind closed doors. So in democracy in action. Drop off. So we're probably gonna have to do we have a map? Really? So that's how you tell them you don't have a map function. Oh, brother. Yeah, I mean, sucker bait to go back and to take the Daenerys from the place. I mean, that's honestly, I wonder if they actually are people up there. It's also day-night cycle. Do we have, like, a bed or something? The forum. I wonder. Decius. Need to talk to Decius. Well, the thing is, we should, if we do this right, talk to, Palace Decius. Yeah, I can. Kind of wish there was a... Oh, wait. What was it? X? You're supposed to... Ugh. All up to you when I have a function that doesn't work. It's also the fact, are we on a time cycle? I mean, it's almost impossible for us to actually get everything done the first cycle. That's kind of like... Link, wait, we saw a person over there. I swear we did. Who are you? Huh?
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
He's the, like,
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province.
Iran.
I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th.
Right.
One
okay.
Called Ironclads.
By the way, non-Romans get Roman citizenship after 20 years in the Legion. Now, that sounds a little crazy, but if you did survive that long, citizenship passes on to the kids, which is why one of the reasons they did so. I mean, you might be after, like, you go in at 16, you come out as 36 after a hard life of that. You're basically broken and crippled if you survive, but you've got a lifetime pension, so you can get a woman real quick, and you have kids have citizenship, although most of them are probably going to go join the Legion again, but as free citizens without having to spend the whole time in, and you get to spread the rest of your life on a Roman farm. That was the best you could pretty much hope for if you were born into poverty.
Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm.
Are you a Khajiit?
Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
That's because I swear it's like the Khajiit voice.
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Give me the plot!
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you? Gah. Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and
It's a bit freaky.
And then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And they just...
It would kind of be a lot of
I
pressure.
just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
Really, another side quest, huh? Alright, great. So, that's done. Alright, so, yeah. Who the hell are you?
What were you two talking about?
Alright, what?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours?
Ah, this
What's
must
your
be the
vote
bad
worth
guy.
to him? The spit of a fauna career. We've lined up all the votes we need already. Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it? Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murde foreigners interfering in an election.
So many real-life things I could say right now.
Can't hurt.
Who the hell are you?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus?
The ex-gladiator.
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why. You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunnis.
I know what that means, asshole.
The name's Domitius. Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it. I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return. Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron. Dunno. Something good. Just make it good. When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
Good gods. I can't get away from election fraud, can we?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Right. That works out. How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you
well,
wait
that's
and see.
Great.
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that. Old man Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confatuare.
I show a little doubt.
Os in Coolio mio.
Fuck you too. Right, so there is consequences for behavior here, but remember, we do have the time loop scenario. I can go back into that portal if everything goes to hell. Thank you. Right, do we have like a command thing here? Alright, video controls. Controller, no, bindings, there we go. Forward, backward, sprint, crouch, use, interact, E. Objective guide, zoom. We have weapons, good to know. Photo mode. Visual style, toggle game controller. Alright, weapon primary, crouch, zoom. Alright, we can try. Oh wait, that's interaction. Guess we're gonna have to trigger something to use those. Unless the gods, you know. Yo! Hey, that was cool. Alright, cool. Whose house is this, I wonder? Alright, another one of these. You can't stop me. I will find every interactable item. I don't care if there's an achievement for it or not. Well, that's... Jesus. Imagine what you're like after 2,000 years of that. Alright, so where are we? Who's that? Directions to Secret Shrine for the caves behind the theater, then turn right at the Force Road. Okay. We're going to discuss this person. All right, you believe really mean find the worship of you should be not alone. If you feel like you need some place, it's deep behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork, and again at the second. Octavia. All right, so yeah, let's go do some plotting. So where's the theater? I think we just passed. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not going to give me the damn map. I want a map function. I want it badly.
Harvey.
Oh, hi. Well, I should be able to do this somehow. I mean, we'll probably be doing this so often that we'll get, like, bored of it. Okay, but the theater's up this way. We turn right twice. Is it in here?
Greetings and salutations.
Great. I'll be with you in a moment. Apparently we've triggered that. Also, we're probably in a time limit. Remember, afternoon?
Help! You have to do something!
Oh god, more plot.
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Really?
You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
Oh, gods.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city.
Yeah, we heard about that.
You'll just have to improvise.
Great.
Thank you. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Great. No.
What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
Okay. So, yeah.
The shrine is collapsing.
I take no responsibility for this. The fuck?
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead. Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her.
Oh god, this is all nuts.
Fabia, why did you have to go in there?
So, do we stop her from going in there, someone? Alright, I'm probably going to call the game at this point, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Yeah. Let's save here. Oh, that's a little weird. But, yeah, as you can see, the game's interesting. It's got a lot of conversation as opposed to combat, but it's a mystery as to who's going to cause the entire place to collapse. Now, obviously, the sniper over there with the bow could do it quite easily. The most probable scenario is that Doofus, who gets the election, then says, you know, we're not going to do the golden rule anymore. I'm going to kill him to show it. Everything else starts off. The whole thing's, I mean, it returns to gold, and then I go back to the portal and have to reset and do it all over again. Now, the thing is, my guess is, like, this is like, I don't know, Madoka, the anime, if you know that one, or it's like that episode in Stargate, where I'll be stuck in the time report or loop until A, I kill myself, like the owl did, or B, I end up getting everything into the correct configuration, and there's more than one configuration. All I have to do is prevent anything from happening. Like, for example, I mean, there's going to be interesting ways to do this, and I'm not going to be using a guide, so if we go any further in this, because like I say, this one wasn't actually meant to be a voting option, but like I said, I threw something in because I thought, I just looked at my list and I realized one of the things I wanted to do was this one. But feel free to make it a write-in if you want down below. Like I said, if there's interest in seeing this compared to the other games, let me know. But remember, there's 5 other games that I already had slotted, and I can slot this in the next time around if it doesn't get done to this one. But until then, until the next week when I will hopefully have the be ready for the vote, we'll see how it goes. This is Fantastic Worlds. Thank you for Lovecraft Country. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, if you want to support this channel, but you can't, but you can just let the ads play. By the way, it's like the easiest way to do so, because if you let the ads play, come out to the end, I get a fraction of a penny each time, and it does help to try to afford the games. So literally, I think I've gotten to the point where I can now afford the games, which is like 5 years later. Yeah. It's not the sort of, I mean, I think probably the only people who ever made money off of this are probably the ones that started at the beginning and have the massive millions. But the rest of us, I'm just happy to be able to do it. Happy that you guys like it, and happy that, you know, it has at long last, you know, kind of beginning paying for itself. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.
Your future on one roll of the dice. Better remember, lightning never strikes twice. Don't take me away, I don't mind, but you better promise me I'll be back.